Hello and welcome back to the channel, and thank you for coming back, of course. And as the weather is getting better, I'm going to have more opportunities to fly, so I'm going to try to fly now two things. I'm going to fly the P-51 as a trainer and to use the new Radiomaster, and I want to try to fly once again the Avenger that I already flew. It was difficult to fly, it's got a lot of weight there in the back, as you might be able to see. It was a very fast flyer, so difficult to control. But I want to actually get practice using the transmitter, the new Radiomaster transmitter, and in general to get some stick time before I go with some other of the models that are basically the Wellington. I want to be ready to know how to fly before I go with the Wellington, before I made in that one. So let's see, I'm going to see if I can connect directly onto the Avenger. I've got it all on one profile, which I call the Mustang, because this is the one that works with the Mustang. It also works with a Spitfire as long as it flew. And for this, what I did need to do, I need to take the pliers with me because the cable is really very short, and I've got to make sure I don't break it. So okay. And what should I turn on first? The playing or go into the binding mode? No, model select, no, model. So I'll try to go into the bind mode. I don't know if you can see this, if I've got it well centered. So there we are in bind. So I'm going to plug in the battery, and then hopefully, okay, electricity is there, then I mark bind. Okay, it might have done something, and yes, I don't know if you can see it, but yes, you can hear the servo moving. Servo is off, so now we can see, let's see if we can see the elevators moving. The rudder is out of place, so maybe a spot of glue might be called for. And let's see the ailerons, they also move. So actually the binding was very easy. It's starting to work, right? So I've got to put in maybe a spot of the super glue on the rudder to make sure that it glues. But I do notice also that it's completely turning right, which I don't know if I trimmed it like that or if it's I'm trying to trim, but maybe it's not working.
Minimum trim reached.
Okay, so that's already trimmed like that. So I'm going to leave it in the middle, and then let's see when I fly how it works. I've got to figure out also with the trimming how it's done, because I didn't have it on the other one. So a spot of glue on this one. I'll also then connect this one. I don't know which one to fly first. Maybe the Mustang to get some practice, and then the Avenger. So hopefully tomorrow I manage to get up early and go flying. Looking forward to it. So here I am out of the patch, early morning, just before sunrise. The sun will come out that way. It's around 5 AM I believe. And I want to try to fly the Mustang. I've already flown it a couple of days ago, and I want some more stick time on it, especially on the non-gyro stabilized version, so that I can practice a little bit with that. And then I'll also try to do the Avenger. Let's see, I haven't taken it out because it is a little bit humid still in the air. It's a very nice day. There's no wind. There's actually a real airfield there. You can't see it, but there's a windsock and it's drooping down completely, so no wind. Birds are chirping, so time for a little practice with the Mustang. I'll rig everything up and let's see what comes out. So that was the Mustang, some crashes, but I'm happy that I did manage to get in some stick time without the gyro controller. Like a lot of it at the beginning especially was with it still. I still need to practice the slow flight, of course, to land in better, but I did manage to kind of do some last second saves before crashing into something or going into the ground without the gyro stabilization. And I don't know if you can see it, but there is some earth on the propeller from when it went into that field. Last year that field was a cornfield. I was very scared about it. I'm hoping this is not corn. It doesn't look like corn. Maybe it's wheat or something like that. More manageable, not so scary. Let's try the Avenger now. And here's the Avenger, all set up on gyro mode. I've put on a good propeller because before I was flying it with a broken one, and I know that's not good, so I hope I don't break this one on the first flight. And I still notice that one of the hinges in the rudder is not really stuck, so I need to put in another spot of glue in there. And let's see how this one goes. Let's see. I know it was a strong throw I needed to do with almost maximum powers. Let's see how this fares. Little bit nervous. That's good. So on that one I lost control early on. It was crabbing again. Let's see if I can try it once more. So I'm not sure if you've been able to see anything. It's very difficult to control, especially the turns. The right turn is okay, the left turn very hard. I have to use aileron and rudder, and it seems to be crabbing the whole time. Like seems to be on approach for landing on the aircraft carrier, like completely crabbing, going sideways, a side slip, which is probably because of the trim of the rudder. So I've tried to trim it a little bit more, and let's see if it will help or not. But on the other hand, it flies, so I'm happy it flew. It crashed once now into the grass and seems to have survived, so some practice at least. No way I'm going out of the gyro mode on this one, because it's difficult enough as it is to control. So let's give it another try. It's going into the ground very far away, so I'm just going to walk towards it and hope I meet it. So I did manage to find it, so I'm happy about it. What I did was just kept my eye on where it went down. I took a reference of a tree in the distance and just walked towards it, and lo and behold I did see that blue tail sticking out of the grass or the wheat or whatever it is. Side consequences, my feet and trousers are soaked because of the morning dew. I think I flew about 5 minutes with it in total, which is okay. It could fly much better for sure. It's not a very good flyer, but I'm happy that I did manage to keep it up in the air somehow. With those turning issues and stability, and that's one of the reasons why I lost it, because it went so far away. I lost full reference of it, and I didn't know anymore in what direction I should be pushing the ailerons. And I see also, I don't know if it can be seen, that the tissue is coming unstuck because of its time in the wet grass. So I leave it there for today. I'm going to go and change my shoes and socks before I catch something. Thank you everybody for watching and for following along, and I'll see you next time.